Great news, everyone! Looks like Unreal Engine 5 will support Direct Storage API, hopefully soon. Let's look into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm sure you've heard about Direct Storage API, a new API by Microsoft that has been already implemented or is being supported by Xbox Series consoles, and now the support for this API is coming to PC. It's there already, okay? And there's two things about this API that makes it super interesting. A, faster load times, because this API allows for game engines to access so many more files at the same time. So it's not like right now, it's not serialized. Yes, these drives are super fast, but they still have to like access one file after the other, right? I mean, that's the way these old APIs work. With Direct Storage API, the game engine can access and load all kinds of different files at the same time. So that speeds things up, obviously, right? So combine that with, actually the speed, the raw speed of NVMe, we will get way better loading times for sure. And we kind of see that on Xbox already, but like it's still not being used to its full potential. And other part of Direct Storage API is that this API 1.1 version actually allows for texture decompression to be moved from CPU to GPU. So right now, all the textures needs to be decompressed when going from NVMe to the GPU memory. CPU has to decompress these textures. I mean, obviously that takes time, and that obviously takes some of the CPU resources. So when you move that task from CPU to GPU, so GPU is actually much faster, so it can do all the texture decompression faster, so that's actually a gain, obviously. And also CPU is free of that particular task, so now the same CPU can actually handle way more other stuff like frame generations, like draw calls basically, and dealing with geometry and AI and physics. So hopefully that means better performance in games as well. So any CPU limited game should actually work better with Direct Storage API as well. And that's true for both PC and Xbox. Okay, so now the news. Now the good news is that Unreal and actually Epic did confirm, that was actually a couple of months ago, they confirmed that Direct Storage API is coming to Unreal Engine 5. So basically, his name is Brian Caris, the engineering fellow of graphics at Epic Games, confirmed that Unreal Engine 5 will gain Microsoft Direct Storage support. So obviously that's fantastic news for both PC and Xbox. But I would even say that it's actually better news for Xbox, because on PC, if you are CPU not bottlenecked, I mean, you may just you just buy a better CPU. You can't do that on consoles, right? So that should allow for the CPU bound games on Xbox to actually run better. Like obviously, those that will have Direct Storage API implemented, of course. And the article says that although no ATI was given, and that was a couple of months ago, during this, Caris did provide an idea about how the technology could help shape Unreal Engine 5 and next-gen games based on it. He explained that Direct Storage can help with virtual textures. Yeah, of course, because obviously, the texture decompression. Once the next-gen storage API gets proper support from Nanite, which is Unreal Engine 5's virtualized geometry system. He also talks about the use of other next-gen technologies like next-gen geometry implementation. I will actually talk about it later as well. And he also said that, from the demos available, Unreal Engine 5 looks very obviously impressive, and actually you are looking at the demo right now. So, and that demo is not even using all these next gen features, obviously. So, like in theory, like a year, 2 years from now, Unreal Engine 5 is going to be even more capable. So things like direct storage and like mesh shaders, for example, should improve performance. So these games should actually look and run even better in the future, or like, not should, they will. I mean, that's always the case with these next-gen engines and stuff, right? So that's obviously the very good news, and I'm really looking forward for more information. I was actually, the reason I'm actually talking about it is like twofold. One, I was doing some digging on the direct storage API because, like, especially on Xbox, I'm sure you noticed that there's some games have got like texture popping issues, or have got CPU limitations, so like some weird stutters and stuff. Like the load speeds are fast, but you get these stutters during the load, like when level loads and stuff. That's actually one of the reasons why that's happening on Xbox, is that the direct storage API is not being used and the CPU has to do all that work. While on PlayStation, funny enough, the texture decompression actually is being handled by decompression block automatically. Developers don't have to do anything about it. Like, it just works out of the box. Developers don't have to code it, don't have to use it. The system automatically uses decompression block on PlayStation, which obviously allows for CPU to have more resources to do other stuff, right? And on top of that, all these different starters and stuff are, well, most of them are gone on PlayStation because, you know, the decompression blocks is just super fast. It's super fast on Xbox as well, but developers have to use it. You know, that's the point. So my big hope, hopefully, especially with Unreal Engine 5, is that once there's going to once we get more and more these next-gen games and on next-gen game engines like Unreal Engine 5, these games will run much better on Xbox overall. I'm not even comparing Xbox to PlayStation, and you know, I'm not saying they will work better on Xbox than PlayStation, because PlayStation has got that decompression block as well. So, you know, it works a little. I guess the technology may not necessarily be the same, but it's the same output, if you know what I mean, the same result, right? Also, last thing I wanted to mention before I finish this video, Forspoken is going to be using direct storage API as well. So that's fantastic news. Now, I don't really know which part of direct storage they're going to be using. Is that just going to be using the direct storage 1.0, which is just the access to many files at the same time and just faster load times, or are they going to be using the texture decompression on PC as well? I don't know. Like, I need to check that out, because like so far I haven't really found this information just yet. But either way, like, just the fact alone that developers are actually starting using it and confirming that they are using these next-gen APIs, that's actually kind of cool, because that means better games, better running games, because obviously technology doesn't guarantee a good game, but at least it will work better, hopefully look better, faster load times and that kind of stuff. And obviously the more developers will use it, like on PC, that will translate to the same technologies being used on consoles as well. So Xbox in this particular case. So guys, great news, really looking forward to it. I will dig a little bit deeper about, and hopefully I want to know when exactly this technology is going to be implemented in Unreal Engine 5, because like I said, so far we don't have that. I don't have that information just yet. And there's also some cool stuff about geometry engines and stuff coming to Unreal Engine. I'll have that video probably tomorrow. We'll see. I know I still need to research it a little bit more. So guys, that's the video. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for support. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button if you enjoy this video. Share the video on social media. That always helps the channel a lot. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.